What's up, Scotty?
We can go to Mike Singer on the Zoom. Go ahead, Mike.
There you go. Someone had to unmute me. Hey, Michael, congratulations. Win number 300. I know you weren't very reflective pregame about that number. Any more perspective having attained Mr. 300?
Mr. 300. No, it was really a nice moment in the locker room. Nicola gave me the game ball and said some really, really nice words, which was touching. I mean this when I say this. I don't look at numbers and stats of how many wins I have. That's the least of my concerns. The fact that I've got 300 wins means that I've been able to coach 7 years in Denver, with a tremendous group of players, coaching staff, front office, and ownership, all that I alluded to prior to the game. This is a tough business. I got fired in my first job. I've seen my father get fired. This business is not for the weak-minded. So I'm just thankful to be in an organization that values family, culture, and to have ownership continue to believe in me means the world to me and my family. So here's to 300 more.
And one more quick one. You talked about wanting to see the requisite urgency tonight. I know maybe you didn't see it for the first 3 quarters, but certainly in that fourth quarter, it was there. Why do you think you guys were able to flip it, towards the end?
Yeah, I felt early we had it. We got off to a good start. We held them to 25 points in that first quarter. I thought our guys came out ready to play. Which was I was really looking to see where were we going to be mentally and physically after a long break. And sometimes when you're playing well, you don't want to have an all-star break. You want to continue to play and sustain that rhythm. But I give our guys credit. It was somewhat inconsistent at times tonight, no doubt. But to hold them to 23 points in the fourth quarter, to score 36 ourselves. Nicola was great. I thought Will Barton was phenomenal tonight. I thought he had just a terrific game. Monte Morris was really good. Guys off the bench contributed. So JaMychal was great. But I think I told the guys, the last thing I told them, I think going into tonight's game, we're 3 games out of the 4th spot, and there's a team right behind us that's 2.5 games out of the 6th spot. So each quarter, each half, each game matter. And I don't want to ease into this 24 games. I want to attack it. And getting off with this win is a good way to start it.
Do you almost look at this weekend? Now you got a back-to-back, three games, 4 days, 3 cities. Then you've got a couple days off for Oklahoma City. But do you look at this weekend as just almost one game of one big opportunity?
Well, obviously with the 2 sack games, you were playing them back-to-back, home and away, and then to your point, Scott, then we go to Portland. So I love the schedule makers. You go West Coast back to Denver, and then back to the West Coast on a back-to-back 3 and 4. So when you have these home and away games against the same opponent, it's kind of like a playoff series. They're going to watch the film. We're going to watch the film. What can we do better? What adjustments can we make? And they'll do the same thing. And then you have to find a way to get on that plane after the next game and not be emotionally and mentally fatigued. Fight through it. At that point in time, we're going to have 22 games left, stretch run. So all the excuses, all the tired, we just had a week off to get our minds and bodies right. And we can't use the 3 and 4 as an excuse anytime.
Go to Joe Rush.
Michael, Austin Rivers has been a veteran for a long time, but it seems like his defense continues improving this season. Do you think that's something that just the opportunity is opening up for him to do so, or is he really growing as a defender?
I guess my question is, when does a veteran become a veteran? You know what I mean? So to your point, 10-year player. I thought Austin was great tonight. I thought his defense, Joel, was, he earned the defensive player of the game. Necklace, I thought he did a really good job of guarding De'Aaron Fox, who is a tough cover. His speed and quickness make it really hard. I think Austin's always been a good defender. He's a guy that can make open shots. He can attack the basket and finish. He's got great quickness, and that quickness also transfers to the defensive end of the floor. And even when he's battling against bigger guys, he's out there competing and fighting. So, I'm happy for Austin. He was a big part of our win tonight, and he impacted the game on both ends, to your point.
Go to Ryan Blackburn.
Coach, being without Jamal and Michael, being shorthanded for as long as it has been for this year, the All-Star break had to have been really important. And I think you could probably see that with Will and his performance tonight. Just how important was it to get refreshed for a guy like him who has had to carry a heavy load this year?
I think tremendously important. The one thing I look at, I don't look like it's just this season. I really feel when you look at our team, you have to look at the cumulative toll of the last 3 seasons going into this year. I can't imagine there are many teams in the NBA that have played as many games as we have the last 3 years into this year with COVID, the bubble, last season, whatever. So when you have a chance to get away for a week and just unplug mentally, unplug physically, and get much needed rest emotionally, mentally, and physically, I think that's invaluable. And I think you saw it. I think Will Barton in that Golden State game did not have his best game of the season. We closed with Austin. We closed with Bryn Forbes in that game. Well, tonight, Will Barton plays 32 minutes, 31 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and did so in a very efficient manner. So the break was good to Will as well as all the other guys. So proud of them. It's a challenge to come out, to finish a break strong, and it's a challenge to come out of the break strong. And this is only one game, so we haven't accomplished anything. But tonight was definitely a good start in the right direction.
Take one more, Scott.
With all the stuff that you're in the middle of and trying to get playoff seedings and all this stuff, 23 games, gelling the offense, first team, second team, all that stuff. You got a rookie that's playing important minutes for you now. And do you ever sit back as just a basketball junkie and almost smile, laugh, say, "Oh, good, they're beating him up tonight"? I thought it was a great lessons for him tonight, how to play through physical defenders. He's going to face that a lot in his career.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Every minute that both, Bones and Zeke, who did not play tonight, every minute that they're getting, and now in this stretch run where like the stakes are going to continue to rise, those are invaluable. You know that. You played in the league a long time, Scott. Experience is the best teacher, and failure is the best teacher if you're willing to learn from it. And tonight, Davion Mitchell is a hell of a defensive player. He was, as we used to say, he was in Bones' jockstrap the whole night. He felt him. And he's got to learn how to play against those guys and get off of it and not try to mano. I'm just going to dribble around him. No, sometimes it's okay to get off the ball and play without it, and the ball will find you back. But great lesson for a young player. And, imagine that, man. Bones, late first-round pick, has had a really good rookie season for us and continues to grow up in front of our eyes. And even if he doesn't have a great game, it's a learning opportunity for him. And I think it's only going to help him moving forward, to your point.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yep. Thanks, everybody.